A lot of men die fat, tired, and ashamed of the bodies they lived in. Not because they didn't try, but because they spent years chasing diets that didn't work, workouts that break their joints, and excuses that kept them stuck. Brian was going down that path, 300 plus pounds, exhausted every morning, hiding under baggy clothes, pretending that he was okay. Just 28 weeks later, he's down 90 pounds. Energy's through the roof and confidence in every room that he walks into. He finally sees his temple as the way God created it to be. He sent me this message earlier today and it really puts things into perspective. Biggest win? I have a lot of wins. I don't wheeze or ache when I walk. My feet don't hurt. I look forward to moving with confidence. I sleep better. I am now a normal weight for when we want to do activities such as kayaking as a family below the weight limits. I can shop for nicer clothes. I have more options that are not extra large, etc. I'm currently large. I'm wearing a size 36, not 42. I can do my job better, and overall, it just improved my life a ton, and that really hit me deep. So if you're done being comfortable in your discomfort and you want to make a change, then listen up. I'm about to show you the exact system that will help you lose 50 plus pounds without hours of cardio, even if every other attempt has failed you. Alright, if you're watching this, you're probably looking to drop some body fat, gain some muscle. If that's the case, we're going to break down exactly how Brian lost 90 pounds in the past 7 months. Let's get it. So this is the before, this is after. I'm going to show you the exact process that we went through with Brian. Let's jump into it. So we've got 3 main pillars: nutrition, accountability, and activity. That can be training, that can be daily steps. It really depends person to person. A lot of coaches will just give you a bang. You got to be in the gym 7 days a week. That's not working for everyone. 100 push-ups is going to be completely different for one person compared to the next. And that way you need to have a tailored approach to you, and that's what me as a coach, I'm like a navigational system. If you take a wrong turn, we make sure that we're on the right track. With Brian, he didn't do any cardio, he didn't do hours of cardio, he didn't do restrictive dieting, he still ate ice cream with his daughters, he still ate pizza, and that's what we need. So phase 1, we start with a calorie deficit. We make him eat less calories, more volume, so he's still full, so he's still energetic, but we're losing weight. That's what a calorie deficit does. It's plain science. If you're eating in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. Bang, there's the video. Cool. Daily step goal. What that does is it brings a minimum energy expenditure. So instead of doing hours of cardio, we have a minimum goal of steps. What that does is it brings his metabolic rate up. It brings his metabolism up without having to do hours of cardio. Daily water goal, very important. Our bodies are made up of over 70% water. It's going to help with energy, digestion, and your metabolism. And on top of that, we teach Brian how to manipulate his macros. He was telling me earlier, he's able to go out to dinner because he's learned this macro manipulation, and it's a lifestyle. He's not just going on a diet. He's not just doing the same endless cycle again and again. Instead of that, he's learning macro manipulation so that he can go out in life and still lose this weight. Phase 2. So phase 1, he lost about 30 pounds. I would say phase 1 was about January to March. Phase 2, next 60 days, progressing as you progress. Everyone's phase 2 looks different. It really depends person to person. For me, it could be sticking to the same program. For someone else, they might have lost 30 pounds in the first month, so we adjust going into the next month. It really varies, and that's where custom coaching comes into play. You've probably had a coach before, and if you haven't, a lot of other fitness coaches, they copy and paste a plan, and it's just copy and paste, cool, go do your thing. This way is holding your hand, making sure that you're going to make progress. I'm here in it with you, right? So you got 2 home workouts. For Brian, he wanted to work out at the gym, so we got him in the gym 3 times a week because that's the frequency that he could commit to the gym, and now he's building muscle, right? Manipulating his metabolism, that's just through increasing steps. That's through making sure that we're adjusting food accordingly, increasing carbs to bring his performance higher so that he can build more muscle, right? Activity level, we didn't actually increase his step goal. He was losing weight at a very good rate, so we didn't have to adjust that at all. And in that phase, he lost about 30 pounds again. And then moving into phase 3, the final 60 days, absolute masterpiece. Lifestyle change. It's achieving mastery. It's not a quick fix. It's not giving a man a fish. It's teaching him how to fish. And this program has taught Brian how to lose the weight and keep it off for the rest of his life. Increasing step count. We increased it from 6K to 7K. barely moved it. Macro adjustment, making sure that we increase carbs, increase protein, make sure fiber's high, fats can be moderate, just making sure our calories are still at a good rate. Building muscle, for him, as you can see, he's jacked. So building muscle brings your basal metabolic rate up. Not a lot of people want to train in the gym. That's totally cool. There's a bunch of health benefits. But if you're wanting to keep the weight off long term, right, if you build more muscle, you burn more calories at rest, meaning you can eat more food. It's like investing. Straight to the 2.0 version of you. Brian, right here, gained a bunch of muscle, lost a bunch of fat. Biggest win, I don't have a wins. Biggest win, I have a lot of wins. I don't wheeze or ache when I walk, etc. Brian sent me this photo of his clothes by version 1.0. The Brian that gave in to temptation, the Brian that chose short-term gratification over long-term gratification, the Brian that put his family first and neglected his health, compared to the Brian that put his family first and put his health second. He didn't neglect his health. He still put his family first. He still put them up there. However, he still managed to put his health up there as well. He still managed to take care of his health. Just a heads up, if you're joining the program, you're going to have to spend money on a new wardrobe about 3 to 4 months down the track. So if you're joining, just a heads up. These are just different photos of Brian. So Brian, when he started, just going on walks, getting the sun in, you can see the difference in his face from to here. This was holiday season. He still ate chocolate. He still ate these things and enjoyed these events. It's not about restriction. It's about learning how to put it into your lifestyle. On this day, I remember he still had party food. He went to a party. Amazing. He enjoyed it, right? This message was unreal when I read it. 2 different clients this week were concerned that I might have cancer since I've lost so much weight. One client said to me, people our age usually have cancer when you see a lot of weight loss. Another asked a colleague at the clinic because they didn't want to ask me if I was sick. It's called discipline, hard work, and getting my shit together. That is so awesome. I've had people ask if Brian is on Ozempic, and at the end of the day, it's all about making sure that you're sticking to the basics. This isn't just a body transformation, it's a total life upgrade. You're at a crossroads right now. You can keep trying to figure this out alone, delay it another week, another year, maybe another decade. Or you can take the leap that over 100 Christian men have made. Men who were tired of spinning their wheels, tired of struggling, men who were tired of not being the men that they were created to be. I'm giving you a risk-free opportunity to get results. More energy, more confidence, no matter your age or however many times you've failed before. If it doesn't work, you get your money back. You show up, follow the process, it's game over. Over 100 men just like you have taken the leap. Now it's your chance to see if you qualify. Click the link below, apply, and if approved, show up to your consultation ready to leave that old version of you behind. This is your shot to reinvent yourself, to finally become the 2.0 version of yourself, the one that you've always known is there. Most men say they die for their family, but are you willing to live for them? Let's get to work.